I started looking for graduate programs and wanted to study conflict transformation. I was just looking at graduate programs. I wanted to be able to study not only conflict transformation, but I wanted to look at the development pieces, because in my mind, where there is not development, the potential for conflict increases exponentially. And as I started looking at programs, I saw that at Heller, in the Heller School at Brandeis, I could study both sustainable international development as well as conflict resolution. So I had an opportunity to go on a civil affairs mission.
There you go.
And I believe that opportunity changed my perception as opposed to their perception of me. I was in their home and they were still existing and were living and were doing the best that they could with war happening around them. And I think that experience changed the ways that I think about conflict. It made the idea of being a child or being a parent trying to raise children in violent conflict more real in my head. And also, it really encouraged me to be part of the solution, not only to violent conflict, but also to increasing the conversations that we have around the real impact of war on people. I think that experience changed my trajectory, and now because I was able to see that, I want to spend so much more of my life creating long-term solutions to conflict, whether that's in opening conversations around how decision makers or policy makers create decisions and policies that affect other people, or whether that's talking about or creating opportunities for people in different contexts to talk about political, economic, or social development in their own context, creating opportunities for people to have voice.
Well, and that's what Veterans Voice does. We give a voice to the veterans. And speak to that. What do you think veterans like yourself, Jason, and the other veterans, what do you think that they bring?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is basically it. We bring experience. I'm not speaking to you about peace, having sat in my classroom.
Going on a peace march once,
right,
or reading a book about it.
Exactly. Yeah. However, I think that a lot of vets were coming into those spaces. We're coming into academia, being able to speak to wanting to create peace. We also have that experience of doing those things in really intense environments, and I think it gives us a different kind of passion to correct or to contribute towards peace that I think is missing when we as veterans are missing from academia. Particularly, foreign policy is my passion. Part of our intelligence training, and I think my background as an intel officer requires that I understand context and the layers that exist in the history and, as you said, the language. Heller was very interested in my background. They knew that there would be a lot of students, or historically there's been a lot of coexistence and conflict resolution students who want peace but didn't have firsthand experience. I felt that my experiences were contributing towards. It reminded me that I had a lot to offer outside of the military world, and that those skills that I learned or that I gained while in the military and the pieces that I learned in the military were valuable and should be used not only in the military, which is incredibly important, obviously, but also to the peace-building world, to conflict transformation. I used my GI Bill. However, my program made sure that the Yellow Ribbon program, as well as Heller scholarships, helped me to pay for my education.
Took a little worry off you, so you don't have to.
Absolutely. It definitely helped me focus more on my study.
Well, thank you for your service, and stay motivated, and we'll see you on radio.